Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Wednesday. Thursday? No, Thursday. Thursday today. I hope you're all having a great Thursday. Let's switch over to main screen. Zilby is, I think, down in the basement. I went down to get my tea right before this. I came up and I think I saw him grab like 2 mouthfuls full of food and then go down there to explore. So he's getting a lot more confident, but that also means that he's there's a lot more house for him to sort of get lost in. So we'll see. Don't make us relive Hump Day all over again. Oh man, it's been days these times. I have to look over every day and like keep my calendar up to date because if I forget to like cross off what day it is the night before, apparently it's the same day. So anyways, is Zilby in petting distance? Not right now. But as soon as he becomes in petting distance, I will let you know. All right. What are we doing today? I was looking a little bit last night at the exit when quitting problem, and I think that several of you were actually correct. I think our problem is actually inside the Twitch chat wrapper. So I was looking through this code, and I learned a quick trick where from GitKraken I can open up VS Code for this repository, for whatever branch that I'm on, really easily, which is pretty cool. Here in bot, I get a quit handle. So if I want to switch this over to not the underscore, I can then take this quit handle and at some point in time, probably in one of these loops. Well, okay, in this loop here. Because here we can see, okay, if status is quit, it's going to break out of the loop. So that means in this loop, I need to run the quit handle in our thread. And I've forgotten that we had created a thread here. So, that means we want to quit and quit. Yeah, apparently it does. I didn't really notice it fully until I was looking around last night. I had like 15 minutes before I had to get ready for bed. And so I'm like, okay, let me like take a look through some of the examples, see like, do they ever quit? And then I noticed that quit handle, and I looked here and I'm like, oh, I left it in from the example. How nice of it. Now, how to use this is maybe more interesting. So here's what I'm thinking that we're gonna do. We're gonna work backwards from here, and I'm thinking we're just gonna have another channel, but the channel's just gonna be for when we want to quit. What's the point of programming if you don't try to over-engineer everything? The funny thing about over-engineering, I think the reason why it becomes so prevalent is because if we over-engineer something, but we over-engineer it in exactly the right way, then it's like we're winning the lottery, and everything works out perfectly. All the changes that like are requested, they just slot into place perfectly. In fact, we don't have to do anything because like we predicted what was going to happen in the future, and bam, we're just ready to go, and the minor changes throughout the life of the program. Now, reality is that happens like what, once in a billion times? Like everywhere else is just chaos and terribleness. Oh, something else I just realized. Look at our font. It's still alive. So I fixed the problem. As much as fixing this problem would happen. So I what I did was for the fonts. In order to install this, ToggleBit rated Penton rules. Penton rules? I've never seen someone overprogram something so much before in my life. I've certainly been very like I think we all have. I think we've all been there. So here's how I fixed the problem. Instead of going through the font, like opening up fonts. So open up here, go to font settings, and then dragging these into drag and drop install. That worked temporarily until I rebooted. And then they were in the folder, but they weren't in the folder. It was really weird. Like I would need to reinstall it, and it would tell me, ooh, you have, like, it's not working. So over here, if I right-click the TTF files, there's this install or install for all users. So I went to install for all users, and then it works. Like I booted up this morning, open up VS Code, and the font is still there. So that's how it is. You like over-engineering, Lord Mist? Over-engineering is something that makes us feel good, because it's like we're protecting, like we're not doing it just because we want to screw ourselves over in the future. We're doing it because we want to protect ourselves, and we want to protect our users. So like it's a good place that we're coming from to do over-engineering. There's making an iOS app with Godot to make a to-do list that makes a GitLab commit behind the scenes. Oh my god. You just open the TTF file and click the install button, but I guess that does the same thing. Yeah, so apparently install for all users does not do the same thing because it works now. Yeah, using Godot for an app that is not a game is strange. I remember a long time ago when I was working at an agency and I didn't know web development very well. I actually suggested. Now, part of this was because I wanted to learn some game development, and so like there was that entire like not exactly the best intentions. But I suggested, hey, for this app where they want like lots of animations and lots of like other moving things on the screen, why don't we use Unity? We'll just build it out in Unity and then export it as a web, like using their web thing, which goes to HTML5 and uses Canvas and all sorts of other things behind the scenes. That would be perfect, right? And they did consider it for like, I don't know, a couple minutes before telling me no. Also, it didn't matter because the client canceled. And didn't actually sign a contract with us. But that would have sent me down a different path had that happened. That being said, apparently back then the web export of Unity was terrible. I think everyone should make websites using Wasm with Rust and some Rust GGEZ and a canvas. We're gonna see whether or not that becomes a thing. We need the documentation and tutorials to get a lot better. But like maybe I can like create some that will help along that way, and maybe like I need to test it with all the major browsers. Just get rid of all that silly JS and DOM stuff. We still need the JS to tie in through Wasm. Someday. Alright. Anyways, where were we? What I wanted to do. But I closed my VS Code. That's not. Okay, so we have this quit. Okay, so we have this quit. What I want to do here is if you want to quit, then quit, which means I want another channel coming in. So Channels vect string. What are we doing in channels? Channels vect string. What are we doing in channels? Now this is a main loop. Okay, we're calling main loop in here. This is main loop. Oh, because like this channels and runner. Async runner connect connector user config. So I think basically I'm gonna have a channel come in through here for like quit. I wouldn't be surprised if like that's a Sunday if that actually is true. It will just take a while. It reminds me more of Java applets than Flash. Yeah, I guess like I don't know if it's like the exact same full same idea, but maybe it is. I never really got into Java applets. They just pissed me off because of the security vulnerabilities that they constantly had. But the biggest thing about Java applets was you had to install that plugin that then would run in the browser. And this you don't need. And like that's a huge difference. Is like whenever there's a vulnerability with WebAssembly, just update the browser. You don't have to update the browser and the plugin. I think that was the major cause of both Flash and Java web apps not working like properly. Also because like version differences, people wouldn't install those plugins. I have very negative feelings about those from when I was a systems administrator and had like update those every couple weeks. Java applets were a nice idea, but the execution was a complete fail. Yeah, they needed to get the browsers on board instead of just sort of like going with a halfway idea. Alright, so let's come back down to here. Let's create another channel. So we have messages for chat, so we can see this is a receiver and a sender. So I want another one of these. In this case, I only need a receiver. So this is going to be like a quit event. And this is going to be a receiver. And I don't really need anything in here. Let's not forget Microsoft's version of Java applets. Did Microsoft have a version of Java applets? I don't remember. I don't know. I don't remember them having their own version. I didn't, when I was a sysadmin, I did not work with Windows at all, so I didn't have to worry about that. Ever. Which was super nice. Just back in Linux. Alright. So we want to, inside of our loop, check to see if our quit event is firing. So I think we can do an if let sum. Let's try this. So we're gonna do quit event dot. Okay, try rectly. So this returns. So if I basically do something like okay, yeah. So your result. But then you're gonna have that in there. So. Okay, so I can do an if let. Okay, I can do an if let. Okay, I think. So if let. Okay, and then I don't really care what's in here. Okay, and then I don't really care. Equals quit event. So if this event happens, and we get this event, then we're quitting, which means I can now do this this quit handle. So let's actually rename this. Quit handle. So it's actually rename this. Quit handle dot. What? Quit handle dot. What? Consumes the handle, notifying the other side. Okay. consumes the handle, notifying the other side. Okay. And I think it's okay to quit. And I think it's okay to quit to notify. Okay, so here's. Let's see. Notify. Okay, I think what this does. I think what this does. Do I then want to exit out of this? This loop? To exit out of this. So like quit handle, and then break. So like quit handle, and then break. I don't know. That looks really similar. ActiveX was the name. I feel like Microsoft created a bunch of those. A bunch of those types of things. Break. Oh, if I break, then we need to out of here. If I break, then we return out of here. Okay. So I do have break in here, but I'm in a thread here. So this is a function that I'm in. And so I'm wondering, like, do I need to break out of this loop? Like, that's the question. Do I need to break out of this loop? Like, that's the question. And if I do, then... Well, okay, I guess the question is, will running this actually do anything? Because, like, we're in a thread, right? So, like, this is running also. So maybe the quit will handle this. That's a really good question. I don't know. Hold on. If I do this. Okay, use a moved value. So notify consumes. Notify consumes, and we're done. So if I consume, I need to quit and not run in here anymore. And notify returns a boolean. Returns false if the other side wasn't around anymore. It should be around. So I think if I do this, I do have to call break. Otherwise, it's going to attempt to keep on running this. Now if I do that, I need to return. The only way I can get no errors in here, unless I can... No, because it's a run one shot. You can also do async writer quit. I have async runner. I don't have a writer. Oh, maybe I don't need to. Can I do... Well, this might end up working. Anyways, that's with this quit event here. So what do I want to do? I want to and it... Oh, do I really need this? Okay, so hold on. So here's the writer. Runner next message. Okay, so I have a message here. So these are incoming chat messages, and these are outgoing chat messages. Maybe I don't need it in this thread at all. Maybe I just need it here. So main loop runs these two loops, one in the thread and one not in the thread. if I take you and I move you down to the bottom of here, this might be better. So if I do that, the problem is, of course, it doesn't know that it's going to, the next time through, break out because we're in now status quit. Do I need another? No, I don't want like another loop. Do I need in like another thread or something just to listen to the quit event? We call main loop once, from what I remember. We call main loop once, and inside of it we have two infinite loops. One that runs in this thread, one that runs just out here and keeps. One that runs like just here and takes over. So where do I want to run this? Every single iteration through the loop, we're gonna have to check this. Now there's another option that I have here. There is another option. I can. So these are messages for chat from the game. I could basically take the message here and check to see what the message is before I send it out. So here's this message. If I check it for a special command, so if I say something like, it's like quit and that's all. Like if it's just quit. Like I could basically say like, okay, if you're a special command. Let's say. So if message is equal to. Oh, in this case, I would need if the reference to the message is equal to this hard-coded thing. So that's going to be like quit. Do I want something like that? I don't know if I want like quit or if I want to encode it in some kind of like quit, something like that. That might be better, just in case like I ever need to like send the string quit. And then that's it. Like if it's just all of this. Then we run quit handle dot notify. But then we have to break. I mean, what if I return? Something like that. That quits out, so that ends the full thread. Can quit handle be cloned? Can I clone quit handle? Can I do that? Ooh, I can. Okay, so if you clone the quit handle, that will let it know that it's time to quit. Okay, so if I do this, then the only thing I need to worry about here is just sending this string /quit. I don't need to like send anything else. I don't need this like quit event. I don't need to like update anything else. We're just sort of using these messages. Now, unused implementer of standard feature that must be used. Is that because? This is not async. Okay, do I have to make you async too? It's async, so it will get pulled until blocked. It's async, so it will get pulled until blocked. Right, that's the thing is like I don't care. Right, that's the thing is like I don't care. Let's see. Dark Skies telling me how bad is our things today? How bad Ooh, it's getting down to 33 degrees. Ooh, it's getting down to 33 And another air quality alert. Actually, this one is a +1 air quality alert. So give that a because frost advisory and an air quality alert. Cool. So we're in async here, but because this thread is not async. Can I make this async? Right. Features cannot be sent between threads safely. Features cannot be sent between threads safely. Can't do that. So I probably don't want. Probably don't want it to happen here. Let's go explore. Let's go the documentation. Maybe one of the examples. The documentation. Go to GitHub. Xen. Chat. Let's go find the quit handle. Okay, so here's a quit handle in main. You're looking at the docs, it looks like quit is just an enum for its type. Really? So here's this, okay. Quit handle notify await. They're doing this in this block. They're doing this in small. Async programming is something I need to learn in Rust. Right, they do nothing unless you await or pull them. Now we're in a loop. I can't do like a normal thread. Can I do like a small? A small spawn, and then it won't be like a thread spawn. It's like something like. Let's see. So small. Small run? If you use async await, you don't need to send thread messages or anything. I wonder if I need... Okay, I wonder if I can like do what they were doing there is not even use a thread like this. What if I do? Okay, let's undo this. What if I do? Let's undo this. Take that out. So we're back to working again. You're just yelling this that you're out. Back to work. So what if I? You're just yelling this that you're out. Comment you out. What if we do something similar that they were doing there? We do an async and move, and then just have a block. So the block is async and move. And then instead of here, what are they doing? They write this out and then they do that. They write this out and then they do that. Oh, and then they call May and move here. Oh, and then they call May and move here. Where's main loop? So it sounds like I don't actually want to do this in main loop. So it sounds like I don't actually want to do this in main loop. Although I wonder, like, can I do an infinite loop in here? Although I wonder, like, can I do an infinite loop? So if I do an infinite loop, and we do exactly the same that we're doing up here. So if I just take the same that we're doing up here. So if I just take what we're doing here. Then if we do you, you're okay, you're not okay. You're okay, you're not okay. Question mark operator can only be used in the async block that returns result or option. Still not sure if quit or quit handler are doing anything. Both of them docs are leading to nothing in the source code. That's not. That's disconcerting. That's disconcerting. Yeah, this is one of the things where it's like, well, I need to get it running in order for me to test it. Where it's like, well, I need to get it running in order for me to test it. Looks like you can just check the quit message yourself and just break the loop. Looks like you can just check the quit message yourself and just let's see. If I do that. Let's see. If I do that. Okay. If inside of here, if we do this, instead of running this entire like notify thing, let's just actually, we're inside of this loop here. I should be able to return, right? I can return. And that will definitely break here. That will definitely break here. Out of this thread. So that this ends the thread. Out of this thread. So that will end. Now in here, we have an infinite loop match runner next message. We have an infinite loop. Match runner next message. These are messages coming in. These are messages coming in. Yeah, that would be best. That would definitely be best to like switch this from a string to like a message. I think I want to try this first just to see if I can get this part working and then refactor it to be proper message like sending here. Raven Legend, hello. Raven Legend, hello. So once I quit out of here, that ends this thread. Once I quit out of here, that ends this thread. That's exactly what message quit is. That's exactly what message quit is. Right now, let's see. Send incoming. Okay, so this is the incoming chat messages from Twitch. Incoming chat messages. That's where the break comes in. I have a bad habit of closing out of something instead of switching tabs. I have a bad habit of closing out of something. You need to break out of that habit. You need to break out of that habit. Are you talking about like when you're using browsers or your own like? Are you talking about like when you're using browsers or your own like? Oh, you keep closing the docs, then you reopen it 20 times. Oh yeah, I do the same thing. Reopen it 20 times. Oh yeah, I do the same thing. But I know some people that have like 1,000 tabs open all the time, then they can't find anything, so they have it open like 20 or 30 times. Opens like 20 or 30 times. Okay, so I don't know how to handle this loop. Okay, this loop is pretty easy. This loop is here. We're quitting out of this thread. This one, however, we're still sending messages. This one, however, we're still sending messages. Well, wait a second. I might have a better way of dealing with this. Right now, so we have this is a channel. So we have a channel for sending incoming chat messages out, and we have this question mark here. If I remove this and I handle the error properly, like right here. Handle the error properly, like right here. What type of error is this? We can see that. What type of error is this? We can see that. Oh, it's just a result that we don't care about. Just a result about it. That we don't care about it. Okay, so hold on. Let's. Okay, so I want to undo. Hold on. Let's. Everything I've done. I want to undo. Everything I've done. Alright, undone. You should not show any changes. You do. You should not show any changes. Yeah, let's go ahead and undo this thing. Yeah, let's go ahead and undo this thing. Okay. So when we shut down the game, we stop like we quit out and we delete those channels. There's no channel to listen on anymore. So the next time a chat message comes in, the next time a chat message comes in. Well, okay, that's a problem. We don't necessarily want to wait for a next chat message to. We want it to quit right away, not wait for some arbitrary amount of time. I guess that's a problem. But this would wait until then. But then I could handle this message and basically ignore it and quit at that time. Would you code the bot to only read chat when the app is running? That's kind of what I want to do. But I need to shut down this now. So in our main library, we have run now. So this is what's called by, like in a thread. Can I shut down a thread while it's still running and just like quit out of the thread? Is that something that can be done? If we come back to here. Go into main. Here's our Twitch chat thread. And it's joining it. And we can see, okay, we're spawning the thread here. I kind of want to like just close this at this point in time. Just say like, you know what, you're done. I can't remember, does that happen on join? I don't think it does. Oh, but not close the bot completely? That would be really interesting if I could have like a very generic bot and I can like register to it and say like, okay, now start sending me messages. That would actually be really nice. What if you code the bot separately where it reads chat but only sends an output when the app is open? So that would be, instead of a different thread, that would be a different process, and I could have like maybe a process running or some like application in the cloud running that's like allows me to like register to it, say like, okay, now start sending me messages on like a WebSocket essentially. Which, I mean, if I think about it, is kind of what this wrapper is doing. Is just saying like, okay, now start listening to the server. But yeah, like I don't know exactly how to do that right now. It's an interesting idea though. So when the game thread ends, and like this happens, would it be join, I don't think is like actually closing, right? I need thread. String handle maybe? red. So, unpark automatically makes the handles token available if it's not already. Haven't heard of the unpark before. Would the code be similar to some Twitch chat bot where it reads the chat without an application need to be running? It still works even if streamers stop streaming. Well, so the Twitch chat bot, yeah, it's essentially listening to IRC. And the IRC servers don't go away when the streamer stops streaming. So the Twitch chat definitely still works. The problem, I guess, like the problem that I have is the process that's listening to the IRC servers. That's still running when I end the game. So I need to turn that to spin that down. So I can get the thread ID. But besides that, I'm not sure how I can immediately kill it. There's a yield now. No, I don't need a yield now. Could you then code the application to accept an input from the bot when it is running, then ignore when not running? Well, I think with the ideas that you have, it'd be really good if I didn't have the bot running inside of the game. And I guess like if I want this application to be able to connect to any arbitrary Twitch chat, then I need to listen appropriately, which would be in the game. So we still like sort of end up in the same position. Now if I have the local... No, I don't think that's right. When the main thread of a Rust program terminates, the entire program shuts down, even if other threads are still running. However, this module provides convenient facilities for automatically waiting for the termination of a child thread. Join. That's what's happening for me. Okay, that's what's happening for me. I'm joining, so I'm saying, hey, before I quit, go ahead and just wait for it to spin down. The problem is that it's not spinning down because it doesn't know that it's supposed to spin down. So, what would happen if I like just quit and I didn't join? I want to say that that's not call fee for the application, but I don't actually know what the repercussions are. Do any of you know what like the negatives are if I basically just say, okay, at this point in time, like, hey, I could have this joint, but if I return, okay, this is game thread. Okay, the game thread.join. They're unwrapped here. Because if I do something like just return, obviously that makes this never happen. But if we run this, so, if we run this, does it quit? So if I now quit out of this, it does quit out. It completely quits out. It doesn't error out of here. But if I run this again, does everything still work? Yeah, we got this. That still works. I wonder. So I don't know how bad of an idea this is. This might be a terrible idea. Just quit out of this, do this. If I just don't do that. Okay, which means this happens. So if I do that, we run still. We get the chat versus streamer message. We should still be able to do commands. Like heart and snake. Those all should still be fine. And then when I quit out, the game ends. And no problems. Okay. I think that can work. And then I'm just going to underscore this. That way it doesn't yell at us about that. And then just say, hey, we're good to go. Now, I don't know if this is a terrible idea. So let's go ahead and let's call it done. All right, so inputting, change, stage this file. All right, so what is this? This is quitting when ending. So solve this problem. And then during here I want to reference that this is number 3. So to solve this problem, I decided to just not join on the Twitch wrapper thread. The join waits until that thread is done. However, thread will never be done because it runs an infinite. Instead of setting up some kind of commands to tell the Twitch wrapper to quit, I'm just not joining on that thread anymore. Now, when the game quits, the main function ends, which immediately ends all threads spawned by the application. I'm not completely sure that there won't be any negative side effects. That seems to work well with the tests that I've done. Alright, so do that change. Alright, switch that up. We decode the bot so the bot auto connects to chat when the application is running. Then every time the game starts, it starts a new session and processes the chat commands from there on. Every game equals new session, so the bot processes the chat from startup, but only processes when starting a new session. So what's happening right now is I start up the game and it starts a process that connects to Twitch chat. Now the wrapper, all the wrapper is doing is wrapping around a package called Twitch chat. That it just opens up a connection to IRC and just says like, hey, listen to these commands from. It's my Twitch chat wrapper that's not exiting. Yeah, the problem is I have like 5 threads going on at one time, and trying to break out of all of them is impossible. Or it's not impossible, but it's really it gets really messy if I want to like very nicely and kindly stop each thread individually. So instead I just say, hey, OS, operating system, it's your problem now. Go deal with it. Yeah. Not perhaps the best thing. Alright, I think after like I was doing with like some of the other things, I think I want to kind of do the pull request system to this. So I want to create a pull request from this one, and I think I mainly want to do that to be consistent with everybody else's. So we're going to do that into master on there. We're going to create the pull request in. Review this on GitHub. Apparently it didn't open up there. Open MD3. Here's my pull request that I opened up. We can see our file change. So we see that we underscored this, and we just got rid of this this Twitch chat thread join. So as the sole owner of this, I can approve my own changes. Oh, pull request offers cannot approve their own changes. Cool. Well, luckily I don't have any blocks on this. So we're just gonna merge this in. So that merges into you. Now the question is, when I do this, issues do you close? No, but you do. Okay, you do see this now properly. And I can close this now properly. Coming back here, we can switch back over to master. Pull down our changes, and let's play a game. We'll do a full game. Make sure everything is running properly. That's still all working. That's still all working. Let's try. Alright, able to get hit by the snake. Do a, drop some more snakes. Alright, that's all working. Alright, that's all working. Excellent, excellent. Just the last like 30 seconds before the game ends. So I'll see if it ends that way, or if you see if it ends that way, or just do that. I'll just kill him with the snake. And so then this should end everything as soon as this is all done. Oh, there we go. And it ended properly. Okay. So I think we're done with that. Oh, perfect. So I think we're done with that. So let's take a look at one of the other things that I like about well, so GitKraken has this ability to sort of like look at, I can see the open, like the issues. I can look at all the issues. The only negative is I can't necessarily see the tags on them here. I suppose that what I can do is update. It's like all open issues here. Let's create another filter. So filter name is going to be unclaimed. Issues. Okay, so filter. So I want to have assignee none. I guess like the state. Okay, the state is open. Okay, the state is open. Oh, the milestone is 1.0. And I want the label. Labels. First of all, with this milestone, I think I can remove this one. I don't need this other milestones. Just the 1.0, so I can do any milestone pretty much then. And then for the labels, pretty much anything that's unclaimed and essentially help wanted, right? Is there anything? Maybe what should be is it's 1.0 and it's unclaimed. So it's 1.0 and it's open and it's no assignments. So if I do that, create this assignment. Here's all the issues for this. And so I can sort of like look through these here in GitKraken. And see like, okay, create start splash. Okay, so we have the create start splash screen. Add a label. Add a label to drops for subscribers. save score to disk.
Drops for subscribers.
Player sprites, we have separate states for the player.
Player sprites, we have separate states for the player.
And create instructions for setting up the game locally. Ooh, okay.
For setting up the game locally.
Let's choose which one we're going to work on next time, because I don't think we're going to be able to get very far this morning before I need to get off to work. So, what do we want to work on next time? Maybe create the start splash screen. I could just go from top to bottom. This might be good to start working on. So I'm gonna go ahead and assign myself. So that should disappear from here, and then go into my open issues here. And then I can also create a branch for this issue off of master. There we go. And I'll just go ahead and push that branch up so we can see it. Oh, I can also delete these other branches. I don't need them anymore. I'm a big fan of deleting branches as soon as they're like done and merged in. All the code is now in like the master branch. If I really need to get that back, I'm a big I feel that if we have a branch with stale code in it, then it's just inviting us to accidentally use it, and then that's a big problem. All right. So I think I don't necessarily want to go. Well, we can design this. What do we want this to look like? If we keep the same aesthetics of the game. I wonder if I want to keep this entire thing up, but put up that filter, sort of the mask. So it's at the end of the game, sort of dim down. Then we have this on the right still, so it's you can prepare for what you want to do and sort of see what that is. But then over here on the right, maybe we even keep all of this stuff. Maybe everything stays the same, except we have the message here for game starting in and then a countdown. 30 seconds, 30, 29, 28, and so on. Or we use a similar bar to this, and we start with game starting in, and then this bar goes down. So when we're in the game not starting yet, this bar is green, and it's going down. As soon as it hits the bottom, we then switch to playing mode, so it resets. It becomes the red bar that we're used to. It drops down, and then we're in active playing state. And then we'll have a message here for game starting in. Game starting soon, maybe. What do y'all think about that? I kind of like that. Okay, so my plan for this is to essentially create put a new state, starting soon. Which we'll use the timer. Sort of like that timer block. The timer block to display the countdown to when the game will start. And a starting soon text will appear on the screen in the middle of the play arena. The interface will continue to display. All right. I think that that's enough to sort of like remind myself what the plan is. Add comment there. Add comment there. There we go with that. Okay, I like this. I will like continue to think about like exactly how we're gonna do this, but I think I have a pretty good idea for it. But with that, oh, and the game ended. The game ended, so that was perfect. Which, of course, we couldn't see like the actual game end, but that's great. All right, so with that, I don't think there's anything for me to commit and push up. Let's go ahead and close these down. And I think we're good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the ending screen, so everybody knows that we're ending. Thank you everybody so much for stopping by and taking a look at this. I'm super happy that we were able to work on this one feature, start it and end it in one stream. That's a lot better than the last time, which took like a week to do. So hopefully it'll be pretty fast for the next feature too, which will be tomorrow morning, starting at 7 a.m. Mountain Time until again around 8:30 or so. And that will be that. Tonight I am running the Denver Node.js meetup. We're not actually talking about Node.js or JavaScript. We're going to be talking about building a culture for the team. So Dan Levy, who is one of my mentors, will be speaking. So if you want to join that, you can join either my Discord. I'll put a link out to that later tonight, or follow me on Twitter. Anyways, with that, I hope that you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.